Imagine walking into your office tomorrow and finding everything changed unexpectedly. What if your hard work suddenly didn't matter anymore? Have you ever wondered why some people lose jobs without warning? The truth is, ignoring certain signals can cost your career. Picture this. A promotion you worked for slips quietly out of reach. It's terrifying when stability suddenly feels like an illusion. Many professionals fail to notice subtle warning signs every day. Missing these signals can silently destroy years of dedication. Do you recognize these signs before it's too late? Often, it's not incompetence, but small ignored habits that matter most. Think about the last time you skipped a crucial task. Did it feel harmless at the moment? Most people think so. Small mistakes compound into consequences nobody anticipates immediately. Your manager isn't always able to give continuous feedback. Ignoring office dynamics can isolate you without even noticing. Communication failures often lead to missed opportunities and misunderstandings. Some coworkers thrive because they notice patterns you overlook. Are you aware of your performance compared to expectations daily? Failing to track these can put you at real risk. Many professionals think effort alone guarantees job security. Sadly, effort without strategy can feel invisible in corporate culture. Have you ever been praised and later felt unnoticed? This disconnect happens when key signals are completely ignored. Your reputation matters more than mere task completion sometimes. Imagine your boss's perception changing without any obvious trigger. That shift could quietly determine your future at work. Companies notice trends, not isolated efforts, in employee performance. A missed email or delayed report may seem small but matters. Ignoring feedback repeatedly can slowly erode trust with leadership. Have you checked if your skills match evolving company needs? Standing still while others adapt can make you invisible fast. The workplace is constantly evolving, and ignoring it is dangerous. People lose jobs not only for mistakes but for ignoring growth. Are you actively learning or waiting for someone to notice effort? Waiting passively is a risk few realize until it's too late. Do you understand what your role requires beyond your description? Hidden expectations often catch employees by surprise, unprepared. A promotion, project, or responsibility can vanish without warning. Ignoring patterns makes you reactive, not proactive in your career. Have you observed who thrives and why in your workplace? Often it's not the smartest but the most attentive employees. Are you tracking feedback, both direct and subtle, every day? Missing small cues can snowball into career-threatening situations. Many employees underestimate the silent power of perception. Reputation can outweigh performance in critical moments more than expected. Imagine being blindsided during a review because you ignored signs. It's preventable if you pay attention to early warning signals. Are you tuned in or operating on autopilot each day? Ignoring office politics, trends, and expectations can be fatal eventually. The difference between thriving and being fired is often subtle. Are you aware of the small behaviors that shape your future? Some colleagues notice every nuance while others remain oblivious. Ignoring what's happening around you can silently seal your fate. Take a moment and ask yourself, am I truly aware today? What you ignore now may determine whether you keep your job tomorrow. Let me tell you a story about someone who ignored early warnings. Sarah had been with her company for over 6 years. Everyone admired her dedication, but she started missing subtle signals. Small delays in reports went unnoticed at first, seeming harmless. Her manager noticed but only mentioned it once casually. Sarah ignored the feedback, thinking her hard work spoke louder. Meanwhile, her coworkers adapted to new processes quickly and efficiently. Over time, her absence from important meetings became more noticeable. She assumed no one would care about missing one session. In reality, those small absences affected team performance significantly. Performance metrics slowly started reflecting gaps nobody immediately addressed. Sarah's work quality didn't decrease, but perception shifted silently. Colleagues noticed her lack of adaptability and started questioning reliability. She didn't realize she was slowly becoming replaceable. By the time Sarah recognized the problem, the opportunity had vanished. Another team member was promoted instead, someone who had noticed patterns. It was a harsh lesson in ignoring small but critical signals. Many of us believe visible effort guarantees recognition and security. Yet the workplace values adaptability, awareness, and proactive initiative. Have you ever ignored an email or missed subtle instructions? Those small actions can accumulate into a dangerous professional risk. Awareness is often more important than sheer output in companies. Do you know which tasks influence your boss's perception the most? Ignoring small but impactful tasks is how careers quietly falter. Think about the last time you didn't notice a minor mistake. Did it affect someone else without your immediate realization? Even invisible mistakes create patterns that decision makers eventually see. Most employees underestimate how much subtle perception drives career outcomes. Companies reward foresight and initiative, not just completing assigned work. Imagine noticing early trends and acting before they become urgent problems. That's how top performers maintain visibility and job security consistently. Ignoring such patterns keeps you reactive, never proactive in your role. Are you actively seeking feedback from colleagues and management consistently? Passive employees often fail because they rely solely on formal reviews. Real insight comes from observing interactions, reactions, and small decisions. Ignoring those cues can slowly erode your professional standing unnoticed. Have you adapted to changes in company culture or workflows? Those who notice and adjust thrive, even in difficult transitions. Employees who ignore signals often find themselves unprepared for sudden changes. Adaptability and awareness are quietly the most valued professional traits. Are you aware of your strengths and how others perceive them? Misalignment between perception and reality can become a silent career killer. Failing to track trends in your department can lead to missed opportunities. Sometimes the smallest overlooked tasks determine whether you advance or fall. Awareness separates employees who survive layoffs from those who don't. Have you ever thought about the subtle hierarchy of influence at work? Ignoring office dynamics often leads to isolation and missed chances. Do you understand which actions truly impact management's decisions? Sarah's story shows that ignoring signals has real, tangible consequences. It's not about laziness, it's about missing the hidden currents around you. Each small action or inaction shapes your reputation and job security. Reflecting on your behavior can reveal patterns that may threaten stability. Are you proactive or reactive when critical tasks emerge suddenly? The difference between thriving and losing your job often lies there. Recognizing early signals now can prevent the harsh reality of unemployment later. Most people think hard work alone guarantees career security indefinitely. But here's the twist. Effort without awareness can backfire unexpectedly. Companies don't always reward effort, they reward visibility and strategic insight. Your dedication may go unnoticed if you ignore subtle office politics. Many employees believe merit speaks for itself, yet it rarely does. Even top performers risk being overlooked when they fail to adapt. Let me reveal a truth most professionals don't realize immediately. Your network and influence can outweigh technical skills in critical moments. Ignoring relationships and connections silently weakens your professional position. Managers notice those who anticipate problems, not just solve them when prompted. Awareness of trends can prevent sudden job loss far more effectively. Think about the last time you stayed silent during a crucial discussion. Silence often signals disengagement, even when unintentional, in corporate culture. Many employees lose opportunities simply because they are invisible strategically. Ignoring early warning signs often coincides with ignoring personal brand perception. Your professional image is continuously shaped by subtle daily actions. Even small overlooked behaviors can alter how leadership evaluates you. Consider how you respond when priorities suddenly shift or challenges emerge. Reactivity is less valued than foresight, planning, and initiative consistently. Are you aware of hidden expectations beyond your official role description? Those who anticipate needs appear indispensable, while others appear replaceable. Ignoring the bigger picture can silently determine your career trajectory. Sarah thought hard work would protect her, yet patterns told another story. Her failure wasn't effort. It was unawareness of subtle dynamics unfolding. Do you track your influence, visibility, and engagement in your team? Ignoring these invisible factors can cost promotions, projects, and even employment. Many professionals focus only on measurable output, missing intangible impact. Yet intangible impact often dictates who thrives and who gets replaced. Think of your daily actions. Are they aligned with long-term perception? Small choices accumulate into a professional reputation others evaluate constantly. Ignoring cultural cues can isolate you from critical information and opportunities. Some employees survive layoffs not due to performance, but strategic presence. Are you cultivating influence while performing your core responsibilities effectively? Awareness of timing, relationships, and priorities determines who gets noticed first. Ignoring these can make even stellar results invisible to decision makers. Many think hard work alone secures jobs, ignoring the subtler factors. Influence, adaptability, and anticipation often outweigh pure output and impact. Consider who thrives in your workplace, often not the loudest, but the strategic. Are you invisible strategically while focusing solely on tangible tasks? Small patterns often predict major shifts in job security unnoticed. Ignoring trends, feedback, and office dynamics creates silent but serious risks. Real job security comes from balancing effort with constant awareness consistently. Have you adapted to changes before they become urgent or critical? Waiting until problems appear is a reactive, often dangerous professional strategy. Think of opportunities lost because subtle cues were ignored or unseen. Most professionals realize too late that perception drives critical decisions. Failing to observe early trends quietly erodes your leverage and credibility. The twist is clear. Effort alone is insufficient for long-term survival. Strategic awareness transforms effort into influence, respect, and stability over time. Ignoring invisible forces at work is like sailing without checking the weather. You might think everything is fine until the storm arrives suddenly. Professionals who survive consistently notice patterns others disregard, acting early. Ignoring subtle risks leaves you vulnerable, even if your work is excellent. Awareness, adaptability, and foresight are the hidden keys to maintaining employment. Understanding this twist now changes everything about how you approach your career. Now it's time to take control before your career slips silently away. Start noticing patterns in your workplace that others often overlook daily. Track subtle feedback from managers, colleagues, and even casual interactions. Small actions today can secure opportunities you might lose tomorrow. Begin documenting tasks, achievements, and contributions regularly without delay. Awareness transforms effort into influence, making your work visible and valued. Reflect on the last warning signs you may have ignored recently. Don't wait for a crisis to realize you've been invisible strategically. Observe how leaders respond to different employees and learn from it. Ask yourself who notices your work and who may not. Adapt to changes proactively rather than reacting under pressure unexpectedly. Communicate effectively with colleagues to avoid misunderstandings and invisible mistakes. Prioritize tasks that influence your reputation and long-term career growth. Align daily work with your company's evolving goals and expectations consistently. Build connections intentionally. Relationships often determine opportunities and promotions. Avoid ignoring subtle trends. They are signals for future challenges ahead. Seek feedback regularly to correct small gaps before they escalate severely. Recognize the patterns that predict risk and act on them immediately. Take initiative in solving problems before they become visible crises. Show adaptability consistently to signal resilience and long-term potential. Be proactive in learning new skills aligned with company growth needs. Don't underestimate the power of perception, alongside measurable performance metrics. Identify coworkers who thrive strategically and learn from their approach consciously. Reflect on your visibility. Are you noticed for effort or impact primarily? Avoid complacency. Even stellar past performance doesn't guarantee future security. Observe trends, align priorities, and anticipate challenges before they escalate dangerously. Ask yourself every day, am I being strategic about my professional image? Take action immediately on signals you may have previously ignored casually. Ensure your work demonstrates value beyond measurable outputs consistently. Influence, perception, and adaptability are as critical as your daily tasks. Be visible strategically while maintaining excellence in your core responsibilities. Small, consistent actions build a reputation that protects you in uncertainty. Identify gaps in awareness and close them before they threaten stability. Don't let subtle mistakes silently define your career trajectory unexpectedly. Every unnoticed behavior contributes to how leadership evaluates your role critically. Actively monitor your standing and adjust before minor issues become significant. Take initiative in projects that increase your visibility and strategic value. Recognize early warning signs of shifts in team or company priorities. Adapt quickly to maintain relevance in rapidly evolving workplace environments. Build credibility through consistent, noticeable contributions aligned with expectations. Don't ignore office dynamics. Subtle interactions often predict long-term outcomes. Awareness, initiative, and adaptability collectively form your strongest job security tools. Reflect daily. Where can small improvements increase influence immediately? Avoid passivity. Waiting for feedback or recognition can leave you exposed. Document achievements visibly, communicate proactively, and anticipate emerging trends. Strategically align your work with leadership goals and team priorities constantly. Recognize that effort alone isn't enough. Visibility and impact matter equally. Take deliberate steps to ensure your work is noticed and valued clearly. Avoid blind spots by consistently observing your environment and adapting swiftly. Act now. Every ignored signal increases the risk to your professional future. Transform awareness into action to secure stability, growth, and influence permanently. Don't wait until it's too late. Early intervention prevents career disasters effectively. Strategic foresight today can prevent job loss and unlock new opportunities tomorrow. The power to protect your career lies in attention, action, and adaptability. Start now, observe, adapt, and act to ensure you never lose your job unexpectedly. Let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed today clearly. Your career isn't guaranteed. Ignoring signals is a risk few understand fully. Every small behavior, decision, and action shapes your professional trajectory permanently. Those subtle patterns you overlook today could define your future tomorrow. Awareness is the invisible armor that protects your job from unforeseen threats. Think of Sarah and countless professionals who learned too late painfully. They worked hard, yet failed to notice the quiet warning signs. Their effort alone wasn't enough to keep them secure professionally. Imagine the stress of realizing your position is suddenly in jeopardy. It's avoidable with vigilance, strategic awareness, and proactive daily habits consistently. Don't underestimate the power of small, intentional, visible actions over time. Every overlooked cue is an opportunity for growth or a potential risk. Professionals who thrive notice trends before they become critical or urgent. They act early, communicate clearly, and align strategically with leadership consistently. Think of influence as the bridge between effort and long-term success. Visibility matters as much as skill in unpredictable workplace dynamics today. Ignoring these factors silently increases vulnerability despite your dedication. Ask yourself daily, am I truly aware of what's happening around me? Self-reflection is the first step towards safeguarding your career intentionally. Take responsibility for tracking patterns, feedback, and subtle workplace changes consistently. Adaptation is a choice. It transforms risk into opportunity strategically and effectively. Recognize that your actions communicate more than words or performance metrics. Small, consistent adjustments can dramatically improve perception and influence over time. The difference between thriving and losing your job often lies in awareness. Avoid blind spots by observing interactions, priorities, and office dynamics carefully. Anticipate challenges before they arrive, rather than reacting under pressure unprepared. Your professional reputation is built daily, not in isolated moments of success. Every interaction contributes to how leadership evaluates your reliability and potential. Don't wait for crises. They expose the gaps you could have addressed earlier. Strategic awareness transforms work into influence, security, and future opportunities consistently. Build relationships, communicate clearly, and track your performance consciously every day. Take ownership of your visibility while continuing to excel at core tasks. Understand that perception often shapes reality in critical professional decisions. Avoid complacency. Consistent attention protects you from sudden, unexpected career threats. Every ignored warning sign compounds risk, while awareness reduces vulnerability significantly. Professionals who anticipate change rarely face the shock of unexpected layoffs suddenly. Be proactive in identifying trends, adapting, and increasing your strategic influence continually. Small daily actions determine whether you're indispensable or easily overlooked quickly. Reflect often. Which habits strengthen visibility, influence, and adaptability in your career? Focus on impact as much as effort to safeguard professional stability constantly. Recognize the subtle signals that indicate emerging risks or opportunities immediately. Awareness, initiative, and adaptability together form the foundation of lasting job security. Don't ignore what seems minor today. It may become critical tomorrow rapidly. Take deliberate steps daily to ensure your work is noticed and valued fully. Avoid reactive behavior. Anticipate challenges, adjust strategies, and act proactively always. Remember, effort alone is insufficient. Visibility, influence, and strategic awareness matter equally. Your career success depends on attention, foresight, and deliberate professional action consistently. Every ignored signal you catch today becomes a safeguard for your future career. Start observing, adapting, and acting immediately to protect your position and growth. Don't wait for a wake-up call. Early intervention prevents unforeseen job loss effectively. Transform awareness into action, influence, and stability, ensuring long-term professional security. Take control now. Notice patterns, act strategically, and secure your professional future. Small, consistent steps today prevent devastating consequences tomorrow unexpectedly. Your career is your responsibility. Vigilance and action are your most powerful tools. Start now, or risk losing everything you've worked for by ignoring critical signals.